All right. Perfect. Let's come into a seated position to start our day with a moment of pause, rather than immediately jumping into our day without even checking in with ourselves. We find a comfortable seat, cross-legged or kneeling, and really acknowledging the fact that this is time for yourself. This is a moment for yourself, building a relationship with yourself, because any relationship is important. Your relationship with your friends, with your family, with your husbands, with your partners, with your children, with your colleagues. But can we also prioritize our relationship with ourselves, which is also time investment, and just the effort of wanting to know yourself is important. So that's what yoga is as well. As we spoke about studying, but one of the 8 limbs of yoga, the niyamas, which are kind of rules or actions, activities, one of them is self-study, Swadhyaya. It's a difficult one to pronounce, Sanskrit. So it's self-study, self-exploration. And we do that every time we come to the mat. So let's sit still and just see what is going on. See and feeling also what is going on. So we'll simply sit still for 2 minutes here, focusing on our breath, broadening the container of our awareness, just becoming aware of our breath, our body, our mind, and our emotional world as well. Maybe even our spiritual world. Let's place our palms together in front of the heart. If you have your own intention or dedication this morning, maybe something popped up in the mind or the heart, you have a person or activity or animal that just really fills your heart this morning, bring that in mind and keep that in mind and heart when you practice. Otherwise, the collective theme could be balance. Today, we will be focusing on quite some balancing poses, physically balancing on one day, but also that can have a ripple effect in how do we find balance for ourselves, balance between spending time with our families, having enough time for ourselves, a balanced sattvic, a balanced life where our body just feels, your energy and your body and your mind just feels centered and balanced. It can mean a lot of things. Let's bow our heads towards our fingertips to seal that intention, theme, or your own in. And then today we'll start with a pranayama called alternative nostril breath. So I'm not going to do this mirror image because it's too complicated. So you can lift your right hand And I personally like to place my index finger and a middle finger on my third eye. And then the thumb will be on the one side of the nose. It doesn't have to be like a jamming. It's just this, you know, the little bone that sits there. If you press softly, just pressing it, you're closing that. And then it's your ring finger and the pinky finger, or if your ring finger is big enough. So this is where you start. If the arm becomes heavy, but we won't do it for too long, you can support it. So relax your shoulders and then take a breath into both nostrils. Breathe out of both nostrils. Close the right nostril with your thumb and breathe into the left. Close the left nostril, open the right, breathe out of the right. Back into the right nostril. Pause, close, open the other one out of the left. You can close your eye if it feels better. We'll do one more round together into the left. Out of the right. Into the right. Close, open, out of the left. Keep going for a minute still. Balancing the right and the left hemisphere of your brain. Creative logic, female, male. Nice and slow. Do a full round wherever you are. You'll end by exhaling out of the left nostril. Take your time. Once you're ready, you can just place both hands on the knees with the eyes closed. Take a couple of breaths to both nostrils. Focused, centered, connected to breath and body. Let's move into a tabletop. So you can bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And immediately start to move. So let's embody whatever is going on in the different layers. So embodiment is also just a matter of, feeling what the body needs, a sense of my body is the compass. Am I picking up any subtle messages my body is trying to tell me? Am I reading my body, my physical body, my mental body? Am I able to read what is going on? In that, building a relationship with yourself, but also, am I expressing myself? So when you want to express playfulness, or when you want to express freedom, or, it's like, sometimes it reminds me of a dancer, how they can express emotions, or actors, how they can act out certain feelings. We can also do that with the body. Maybe other people won't understand, but it's all about you and your body expressing. So take another 3-6 rounds of breath here. Express yourself and read into your body the different parts that might feel a little sticky, the parts that feel really free. 2 more rounds of breath. Then come into Anatasana, hips stay above the knees, hands walk to the top of the mat, and then melt your chest down towards the floor. Relax your toes, open the shoulders, open the chest. Take 3 rounds of breath here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Ujjayi breath. And also suck your navel, so hug your navel in towards front line, hugs in towards the back line of the body. Soft engagement of the abdominals. Hands come back under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, full stretch. Lift your tailbone up to the sky, relax your head. If you want to quickly check your alignment, have a look at your index fingers, make them parallel to the long edges of the mat. So often it feels a little nicer when you turn them a little out. A little bit more space in your shoulders. And the feet are hip width apart. Now bring your feet a little bit wider and start to lift your left fingers off the floor. So you're on one hand and 2 feet. Right hand is grounded, feet are grounded. Take a deep breath in here and then tap your left hand to the outside of the right leg. Yeah, so you're twisting, you can even look under your right armpit. Core is engaged and the right hand is working hard. So if you feel this a little bit in the right wrist, that's normal. Engage the legs and you'll feel it less in the wrist. All right, come back into plank pose all the way forward. Exhale to the belly. First your face, then your chest, then your tummy. Inhale, cobra pose. Lift your chest and hold. Now there's hardly any weight in the hands. The elbows move towards each other behind your back. And the toes of the nails of your toes, are pressing into the floor and the knees are lifted. The legs are active. 2 more rounds of breath here. Neck in line with the spine. Taking 1 more deep breath in. Knee and nose down to floor. Inhale, tabletop, press back, toes together. Exhale, child's pose. Lovely opening in the hips. Inhale, come back forward into a plank pose. Hands on the shoulders, feet under your hips. Downward facing dog, full stretch. Start to lift your right hand. Start with fingertips and then maybe round more to the left and start to reach the right hand to the top of the mat. Take 1 more deep breath in. The right hand is going to find the outside of the left leg, wherever it reaches. The thigh, the calf, the ankle. Look under the armpit, twist around your own spine. Nice. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale all the way to the tummy. Inhale, Superman, Superwoman. Reach the toes, reach the arms. Engage the back line of the body. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. If this feels too much for your lower back, keep the toes on the floor. For 3, 2, hands next to your rib cage. Inhale, tabletop, press yourself back up. Transition, child's pose, hips to heels, open the hips, open the shoulders. Inhale, tabletop, come forward into plank pose now. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog, full stretch. Lovely. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, soften your neck and your shoulders. Inhale, high mountain. You can bring your toes to touch. Exhale, keep your hands above your head and start to lift onto toes. Heels lift up away from the floor. So in our standing balances, we really try to use our drishti, a focus point of our eyes. Look at something that does not move. Feel the wobbling, embrace the wobbling. Yeah, keep a smile on your face for 3, 2, Utkatasana, heels down. Start to bend the knees. Yeah, lovely work. Take a deep breath in here. Twist to the right. Exhale, left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Inhale, back to Utkatasana. Exhale, twist over to your other side. Yeah, nice. Inhale, Utkatasana. Left knee in towards your chest first, standing balance on one leg. Wind removal pose. Again, broaden the chest. You can create a couple of circles with the left foot. Just moving into that ankle. Arms up, knee stays up, or the leg starts to extend for 3. Use your core, lift your gaze, lift your chest. 2. Low flying warrior. Then the left knee starts to reach the left toes behind you, hands to heart center. And in low flying warrior, we bend the knee. Yeah, bend the right knee for 3, 2. Hands down, standing splits. Take a breath in. And maybe the nose comes quite close to the shin. Reach to the left toes. Feel the length in the back of the right leg. Nice. If you want to bring the right hand behind the right calf, feel free to do so. That can help you draw the nose closer to the shin. Another deep breath in here. Warrior 1 feet. Left foot steps back and a little to the left. So your stance is shorter than a lunge or a warrior 2. And the toes are out. And then bring your hands to your hips. So the hips are parallel to the front of the mat. And then the arms can reach up to the sky. Yeah, bend the right knee. Maybe your gaze lifts as well. Back leg is strong, so it's kind of strange because you want to press the outside of the foot into the floor, but the hip wants to move forward. So it's a two-directional energy there. One is pressing down, one is moving forwards. Yeah, nice. Eagle your left arm under the right. Lift your fingertips up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Humble warrior. Bring your right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Now you can really look at that knee, that right knee. Bend it so it's above your right ankle. And then let your heavy wobble a little bit. Notice how you're refining your balance. That's a process that will never stop. It's not like, oh, now I'm balanced forever and ever. It's a constant movement, forward and back, right and left. Wonderful. Keep the eagle arms, lift your chest, warrior 1 with eagle arms into full eagle pose. Left leg squeezes on top of the right. Your left toes can be on the floor, just on the floor, or you can wiggle them behind the ankle. The knees want to draw over to the right, so pull them a little bit back to the left. Hold here for 4 rounds of breath. Release. Inhale, single leg Tadasana. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot down, hands to the floor. Look forward, breathe in. Skandasana to your left foot. Just open those hips. Nice. Skandasana back to the top. So your right toes point out and your left foot is flexed. Now maybe you can do this without your hands. So your hands float above the floor and you just go from right to left. Go slow. Notice how the one foot grounds and the other foot lifts. The one foot grounds, the other foot lifts. Yeah. Also balancing, opening the hip, control from the core for 3, 2. Turn your toes in, Prasarita. Interlace your hands behind your back, lift your chest halfway. And then humbly let your head be heavy. Knuckles move up towards the sky. Feel free to close your eyes. 3 rounds of breath here. Halfway lift, hands come under the shin, breathe, under your shoulders, breathe in, back to the top of the mat. Step back, plank pose. Inhale, chaturanga or all the way to your belly. Exhale. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Try to be still in down dog and breathe for 3 to 4 rounds of breath. Checking in with yourself. Hello body, hello mind, hello heart, hello spirit. A new day, how are we doing? What do we need on our mats? What do we need of our mats? To serve ourselves, to fill up our cups. To create a sattvic, balanced life. So we can really be the best, most extraordinary version of ourselves. Also sometimes referred to as our higher selves. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, soften your neck and shoulders. High mountain, rise up to a standing position. Hold here. Find your balance, lift your heels. Lift your heels, lift your heels. Breathe, find some softness in your gaze and find some softness on the skin of your face. Wobbly, wobbly. Yeah, keep the big toes grounded. Inhale, Utkatasana, heels down. Come down, come down, come down. The 4 corners of the feet are grounded. Your core is strong, your spine is long. Take another deep breath in here. Knee to your nose, left side this time. No, right side, excuse me. My bad. Right knee in towards your chest, otherwise we'll do it all on the same side again. Couple of circles with the right foot. Broaden the collarbones, broaden the chest, broaden the space even in the top part of your back, around the shoulder blades, around your shoulder girdle. All right, lift the arms, maybe kick out the legs, active toes. So you're flexing or pointing. I find flexing easier. For 3, just see what is easier for you. 2, low flying warrior. Slowly transition, transition, transition. Kick that leg, right leg behind you. Find length, a soft pressure in between the hands. Pretend you've got something in between the palms and you want to hold a piece of paper or a lovely flower and you're holding onto it softly in between your hands for 3, 2, warrior 1. So you can bring the fingers down for a moment, bring the left foot a little to the left, the right foot a little to the right. Ground and then bring your hands to your hips just to check, that they're not open. Open hip is warrior 2. Right hip forward, left hip back, arms rise up. And then also notice there's not a dipping here in the knee. Even though the right hip comes forward, we try to press into the outside of our right foot so the leg starts to straighten and is active there. Nice. Interlace maybe, lift the gaze for 3. Open up, bend the left knee a little more. 2. Eagle, your right arm under the left. Lift your fingers up towards the sky. Nice yoginis, and then bow forward. Left shoulder on the inside of the left knee. Maybe you can close your eyes. Yes, you'll wobble, and that's okay. For a long time, I had the perception that balance was a still point, that balance was a final goal. Balance is a continuous process of refining the balance. We'll feel balance for a moment and up the next moment we're like, oh. So we feel that into the body, and our mind will also start to get used to the fact that it's work, it's work to keep balance. It's a matter of being aware of what is going on and then refining the balance. All right, press into the feet, ground to rise. Keep the eagle arms, full eagle. Move towards your left foot, hug the right thigh on top of the left, and stay here for 5 rounds of breath. Single leg Tadasana, lift the knee up towards the sky, arms up to the sky, low lunge, Hands comes to the floor, step back. Look forward, inhale, Skandasana. Come all the way over to your right foot. Turn the knee out, turn the toes out. There we go. Maybe without your hands. You can even add some Tai Chi. In Tai Chi, they pretend that they have a ball in their hand, an energy ball. And you can just move that, feeling the energy in your hips, in your shoulders. For 3. Yeah, lovely. Also an expression of your body. There's no right or wrong. This is you and your body. Yeah, moving and breathing. Prasarita, turn the toes in and just fold forward. If you like another interlace of the hand, do so. It's a nice opening of your chest, of your shoulder girdle. Just take 3 more rounds of breath here. Inhale, uplift, hands under your shoulders. Lift your chest to the top of the mat. Frame the left foot, lift the right. Flatten the palms, plank pose. Breathe in. Chaturanga, this is a choice. You don't have to do this. Up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then stand as still as you can for 3 rounds of breath. Come forward into a plank pose. Breathe in. All the way to the tummy. Breathe out. Reach the arms forward and your legs back. And then just relax. So the hands are on the floor. And the feet are on the floor. You feel a little bit like you're an X shape from X and Y. All right, now reach your right hand to the right corner and your left leg to the left corner. So it's a diagonal lane. Really feel connect to the back part of your body. Yeah, take another deep breath in and then soften everything back down towards the floor. Other side, left arm reaches, right leg reaches to the corner. So it's just the one leg, let's say of the X that is reaching and back. 2 more times on each side. 1 breath now. Right arm, left leg. It's not about height, it's about length. Length, length, length. And then soften. Left hand, right leg. Breathe in, doesn't have to be high. Just connecting the dots. Exhale, soften. 1 more time. Right and left, right hand, left leg. And soften. 1 more time. Left hand, right leg. Breathe in. Soften down. Hands walk next to your rib cage. Inhale, plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath into the nose and sigh it out. Now that we've established that connection, the brain and the body, with the diagonal lanes on our body, let's walk our down dog a little wider with the hands and the feet, maybe a little shorter. If you make it a little shorter, it will be a little bit easier. Balancing in down dog, ground to the right hand, lift your right hand up. And now maybe you can lift your left leg up. It's not a plank pose, it's a down dog. Right hand up, whoop, wobble, wobble. Active left toes for 3, 2, and down. Come to plank pose just for 1 breath. Keep your hands and your feet wide. And back to down dog. Maybe a little shorter stance. Let's try that on the other side. I find it easier either to find a drishti or to even close my eyes. So really feel, start to lift your left fingers, start to lift your right toes, wobble, wobble. Notice what happens in the right hand that is grounded. Not easy, not easy. For 3, reach, 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 reach. For 2, wobble, wobble, wobble. And child's pose. Toes together. Let's do embryo variation. Knees together, hands to feet. Just relax your wrists, relax your fingers, relax your shoulders. 3 rounds of breath here. What does balance mean to you? Where can we maybe cultivate some more balance?
And there's no shaming or blaming. It's just, you know, when your awareness broadens, like, oh, that's actually interesting. Maybe I can do something with that information. And then it's work, changing habits. And that's life, it's fun, it's okay. Because once something is like more balanced, something else will come. It's like, okay, we've worked on that now. Let's take something new. And that's the cool thing.
All right, come forward, plank pose, down, dog. Let's flow. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Fold forward, soften your neck and shoulders. High mountain, come up to a standing position. Breathe in, soften your shoulders, breathe out. Lift your heels onto the toes for 3, 2. Utkatasana, heels down. Start to bend the knees, keep the arms above your head. Take a deep breath in. Left knee in towards your chest. Wind removal pose. Flex your foot, take a deep breath in here. Figure 4, your left ankle on top of the right thigh. Another balance pose. Lots of standing balance. But the nice thing with balance is that it's challenging. So we're focusing and we really get a sense of, okay, I can do this. And there's a sense of serenity after it because there's less distraction here. Hold on to your left ankle with your left hand and guide the foot into tree pose. So the foot can be on the ankle, the calf, or the inside of the right thigh. Arms can reach up to the sky. Excuse me. And then notice where your drishti is. Often we start on the floor just because it's easier, but it also changes your posture, kind of makes you round. So can you maybe find a drishti on the horizon? Nice work. Left knee into chest, the arms can stay above your head. You may extend the leg. Take a deep breath in, core engaged. Exhale, low flying warrior. Step back into a lunge pose, breathe in. Set yourself up for warrior 1, breathe out. Ground to the feet, arms up to the sky, warrior 1. Left arm eagles under the right. Lift your fingertips, breathe in. Humble warrior. Now, if you want a challenge here, you may do what we call a toppling tree. In a toppling tree, you bring more weight to the right foot. Your fingertips move forward. Your left leg starts to lift. Your left leg starts to lift. Lift, 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 lift. For 3, 2, step back into warrior 2. Now release the arms. Take a deep breath in. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Keep the arms but come into eagle legs. So the legs are in eagle, the hands are behind you. I just realized there's one pose we did very much in the beginning, which we didn't do on the left. That will be a standing splits. We'll figure that out later. My brain, I sometimes wonder how my brain remembers that. Where did that come from? Nice. Single leg Tadasana. Lift all the way up. Low lunge. Big step back, fingertips to floor. Look forward, inhale. Skandasana to your left foot. Exhale. Maybe without your hands. From the right to the left. Notice the strength and the openness in the hips. So yes, we're working into mobility, creating more space, but also control and strength. For 3, yeah, your legs are engaged, your toes are engaged. 2, Prasarita, turn your toes in, fold forward. Shake a soft no with your hand. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Take a halfway lift.
lengthen the spine, walk your hands to the top of the mat, low lunge. Step back, plank pose, breathe in, side, plank, left arm up. Balancing on your right hand and your feet. If this is a little bit too intense, just bring the right knee down. Yeah, hold, lift your hips for 3. Nice, strong, open for 2. Look down, plank pose, breathe in, half plank, breathe out. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Beautiful, smile. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips. I love the faces when they pop up on the screen. It's like, hello. Beautiful. Very nice. 3 rounds of breath in down dog. And if you prefer child's pose, please do that. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Fold forward, soften. High mountain, breathe in, arms above your head. Exhale, interlace fingers, index fingers point up. Onto the toes, breathe in, lift your heels. Find your drishti. Embrace the wobbling, it's okay. It's a process of learning. You keep a smile on your face for 3. 2. Utkatasana, heels down, knees bent. Sink down for 3. 2. Right knee in towards your chest, wind removal pose. Lovely work. Flex your right foot, figure 4. Another balance pose here. We haven't done that yet. Our Skandasanas have opened our hips nicely already. So just breathe. Find your drishti, sink a little deeper. And it's okay if you lose the balance. At least you try. Nice. Right hand to right ankle. And then bring the foot into a tree pose. Ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Lift the gaze, lift the hands. Find some softness in your tree pose. Single leg Tadasana, breathe in. So we'll just do it slightly different because we didn't do a standing splits in the warm-up. So we'll just do it here. We'll just squeeze that one in here. Standing splits, left hand can come around the calf. And it's also going to give us a different transition into low flying warrior. So your leg is already in the position, you just lift your hands to your heart. You lift your gaze, feel a little bit of up dog in your chest. Palms squeeze together for 3, 2, low lunge, fingers down, land. Set yourself up for warrior 1, legs ground to the feet, arms come up towards the sky, breathe in. Right arm under the left, breathe out. Fingertips up, left knee forward, humble warrior, left shoulder on the inside of the left knee. Now you can stay or try to balance. So you'll notice to balance here, you need to shift weight to the front foot. So you start to lift the right heel, your whole body starts to come forward towards that left foot. Yeah, your fingertips come more forward and then slowly float. Active right toes. Start to float the right leg. This is a tricky pose. Just give it a try for 3. 2, step back into warrior 1, arm to release. Inhale. Interlace your hands behind your back. Pop open the chest. Eagle legs. Shift the weight to the left foot. Right thigh hugs on top of the left. Yes, belly button hugs in. So front line of the body hugs in towards the back. Extend everything, single leg Tadasana. You may kick your leg forward low lunge, all the way down. Look forward, breathe in, Skandasana. And this is also balance. You're balancing from one foot to the next. I really like this shape. It kind of bounce, feels bounce, bounce, bounce. Almost feels like a bit of break dancing here. Yeah. Prasarita, turn your toes in, soften your neck and shoulders. Feel free to close your eyes here. 2 more rounds of breath. Let everything be heavy and hang away from the hips. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Back to the top of your mat, low lunge. Plank pose, breathe inside, plank right arm up to the sky. Maybe your left knee is down. Then notice what you're doing with your feet. So there's different ways. You can stack the feet on top of each other and flex them. You can also have one foot in front of the other foot. You can even flatten the left foot and have the right foot floating on the floor. Yeah, they're all fine. Look down to the floor, plank pose. This is a choice, you don't have to do this. We meet in down dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stillness, 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. High mountain, inhale, stand up, arms above your head. Exhale, start to lift your heels, hold and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, Utkatasana, last bit of standing. Breathe in. Bring the weight to the right foot, hug your left knee in towards your chest. Now a toe hook is where you bring your index fingers, so I always think of a gun, but a really nice, gentle gun, around to the index finger, and it comes around the toe, that holds on tight. I even like to put my thumb here. It's like it's closed. All right, now the foot presses into the hand. The hand, it helps to really reach your right hand to the side. Yes, lift your chest, and then first kick the leg forward. And then maybe it will come to the sides. Morning brain. Morning Victoria. Lovely. For 3. Lift the gaze, round to the foot. Nice Marley. That's it, Cornelia. And feet together. Samasthiti. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Receive the messages of your body, the tinkling, the frustration, the joy, whatever it is, cultivating a relationship with yourself. Let's try the other side. High mountain, arms up, reach up, heels up for 3, 2, Utkatasana. Maybe keep the arms above your head. Start to sit down. Weight into the left foot and right knee in towards your chest. Yes. Toe hook, index finger, that would be your, index finger and middle finger. Take a moment here. The foot is flexed, the knee is bent. Cornelia, try, it looks like you're doing it that way. So it's, yes. So if it's this side of the foot, yeah, exactly, much better. Perfect, your foot was in the screen. Start to kick the foot forward, slowly. Lift the gaze, forward first, forward first, forward first. And then from there, open, slowly, reach the left hand. Lift, hold, smile, breathe. 3, 2, Stand still and just feel what arises physically. Your breath may be a little bit out of breath. Often with our challenging balance poses, the ripple effect is serenity. Because of the full focus of the mind and the body, after it's like, oh. All right, Utkatasana, breathe in. Slowly start to sit down in 5, 4, 3, also balancing, 2, and down. Awesome, well done. Soles of the feet to touch. If you feel you might be getting cold, put something warmer on. I love balancing sequences. They're challenging, they're fun, and they give this sense of, Now we can go into that, just release, relax, close your eyes, soften your shoulders, make sure your space is nice and quiet so you can just soften. What can you soften and what can you surrender into the body, into the mind? Just let go. Slowly roll the spine all the way up. You can close the knees and then roll onto your back. Oh, nice. Happy baby pose. You can hold on to the ankles. The knees are wide and next to the body. A toe hook can also be nice if you can reach without really lifting the pelvis. So sometimes people really want to hold on to the feet, but then the whole pelvis starts to lift off the floor. So rather keep your back of your pelvis onto the floor and then just hold on to the ankles. And then you can bring your chin in a little bit, find that length in the back of the neck. Breathe. Soften your shoulders. If you have a block or a pillow, bring it in between the lower part of your legs, so in between the calves, and then let the knees fall over to the left. You might have to readjust your pillow once the legs are to the side, so the knees are to the left. You can bring your gaze to the right and extend your twist into the neck. Close your eyes and just be soft. And you know, as much as we engage our fingers and our toes during the flow to stay core connected, as much as we can now let go of our toes and our fingers, our extremities of our body, if we let go of those, then the rest will also start to soften. Slowly bring the knees back to center. You might need to help your prop or reset your prop. The arms come wide and then the knees softly, gently move over to the other side. You can face your left hand and then consciously decide on the next exhale, I'm just gonna soften everything. Soften the muscles, soften your bones. No need to hold on. No need to engage anything, just to relax. Bring your legs back to center. And today I'm going to break down shoulder stance. It's shoulder stance for a reason. Now, if I know I still love my yoga sister very, very much. I found it very difficult, shoulder stance in the beginning. Specifically here around the back of my shoulders, it was so tight. So it's going to be hard on the floor. If you have a carpet under it, it will be nicer. But to have, maybe you don't need it, but to have a little bit of height here, for some people, we're going to go higher. It's going to be hard on the floor, but then you put that little bit of height under your shoulder blades. This is actually not even that much. So you could even, fold your whole mat or use two mats. But maybe do that in your own time. And then, it's shoulder stance. So if it hurts your neck in any way, just don't do it. And also important that once the legs are over your head, we don't turn the head anymore. So if you just want to maybe look first and then do it yourself, I can even talk through it twice. That might be a good idea. So, because then you can look first. So your legs will come over your head. Now for some of us, just keep your hands here around the hips and here you're inverted. It's fine. If this is enough for you, keep looking up or maybe even close your eyes. For me, the steps feel nicest when I bring my legs overhead. Actually, Marley on Wednesday, when you were in the workshop, this is something I wanted to tell you and then I forgot. So interlace your hands here and I walk. Actually, I'm going to take this off so you can see it. So we're here, interlacing the hands and I walk your meaty part of the arms under the body, under the body, under the body. So the elbows come closer and there's an activation here. I'm trying to press the hands towards the floor. You can stay there or you can bring your hands to your rib cage. You're trying to get them almost as close to the bra strap. And then the legs go up. They can also stay here. All right, from there, so this is called plow pose, shoulder stance. From there, you bend the knees, and then you slowly roll up. Okay, let's do that together if you want to. Just take the steps, roll the feet. So if the feet touch the floor, this is plow pose. Maybe extend the legs. Extend the legs and make them straight. Interlace the hands, start to walk the meaty part of your arms under you. Actively press the knuckles away. You can stay here or you can slowly, without moving the elbows towards each other, bring your hands somewhere to the rib cage. Shimmy your hands closer to your neck, it would be. And then just close your eyes. You can come out whenever you want. Let's stay for 10 rounds of breath. Knees to ears, bend them, maybe the toes will touch the floor. Pause here, and then bring the arms back to the floor, and slowly, 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 slowly bring the legs down. Let's immediately release into a Shavasana. If you want to unfold the mat to make it comfy for yourself. And then just lie still here. Slowly take a deep breath into the nose. And a nice dramatic sigh. Ah. Maybe do that again. Breathe in. Ah. Start
to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Pointing and flexing the feet. A couple of circles with the hands. Moving into the wrists and the ankles. Maybe starting to bend the knees, moving up with movement into the knees, into the hips. Until you feel like, oh yeah, let's draw those knees into the chest. You can wiggle a little from right to left. Come to a still little ball. Notice your breath. And then roll to the side, and then slowly, gently move up to a seated position. So wonderful to start the day together. It really sets the stage for the rest of our days, or at least for the rest of my day. Having moved, having embodied, having had the opportunity to check in, to receive or take the time to receive the subtle messages of my body. Also express and just breathe and move together. Thank you so much for being here. Take good care of yourself. Keep smiling. Namaste.